Who, me? Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks so much. I'll treasure it always.
Just so you know, those are magic stones. They might draw the elementals to you.
Wow, that's neat.
Eva's next goal is clear. She wants to use elemental magic consistently. Eva's next goal is clear. She wants.
Hey, stop training people in person to make money as a personal trainer.
It's so much better to do it like this. Chakra vibrations. So, you know, it's like everybody's waking up. Everybody's waking up. Everybody's waking up. Everybody. Like, it's like, roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. It's like, roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Let's do that one more time. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Technically, forward and backwards don't exist. No, neither do side to side. It's all right here. It's all right in front of us. Everything's right in front of us. Nothing's ever really behind us because there's nothing behind us. Even this is not behind me because it's only forward and it's in front of me. The trick is in knowing. It's like knowing is way different than believing something. Knowing something is like an irrefutable fact that once you know that that chair is a chair and it's meant to be sat in or it's meant to be stood in, then the chair becomes, a ladder or a stool. And you ever notice like there are bar stools and then there are stepping stools? Let's start with the bar stool. All right? Look, listen. Drugs like cocaine and meth and even acid, shrooms, all of that will hinder your process. It will not ever tap into a pineal gland and open up everything so you can see it. It will cast an illusion, one that's so vivid it's like the illusion of life and death. That's how vivid those drugs are, how colorful they paint it. So, I'm not saying don't try your life away. Look, it's your experience. Like, it's entities that come down here just to indulge in the material realm. And when I say indulge, they come here just to drink, just to eat, just to smoke, get high. They're born into existence just to be a druggie or just to be a person who is indulged in the physical world. Like someone who, is one of those, is a being that finds it, you know, irresistible to try all of the negative things or things that will be dubbed negative in this life and in this existence. So you will become obsessed with the flesh. You will become obsessed with, what we call violating the flesh. It's like habitually having, lustful sex, like just lustful sex, where it's not out of the love or out of the, the process of creation and the process of, preservation. Because when it comes down to it, the act of sex between male and female is literally just meant for preservation of the species. Like the male and feminine energy are meant for a more creative, outcome on the physical realm. It's like open minded. There is no church in the wilderness, yet you're the church, you're the temple. It's like socialism, you guys. It's socialism. I asked a friend the other day. I said, "Do you think we were like gathering in groups and dancing like around campfires? For like going back to primordial times when we were stepping into our essence of, just knowing what we are and the fact that it took numbers for us to survive. Like it might have started off with like a few of us. Like I explained it to my cuz because he was like, explain Darwinism, cuz. And I was like, well, eventually it'll be an upgrade that, a wolf has, or, it starts off a specific group of fish. And then from that specific group of fish, there's a natural selection of one or two that become special, or not necessarily special, but different. Like you might have a group of fish that's primarily derived from a female access point. That means all of the fish at first point appeared female, in possession of everything they needed inside of them to inseminate themselves and become pregnant. Now, at one point, there was a break off in the genetics, and the genetics, when it broke off, one had only one variation of cells, and it had a male set of cells. Once that male set of cells got into the mix, it started separating, and there were more variations of male and female. And the whole, I guess, the one absolute within, the first in the beginning that was in possession of both energies simply ascended out. Like it simply became, the others. It split. It became the others. It doesn't necessarily mean that it died off. Most people will use that word. Will say it died off. We love to say things die out or go extinct or something like that, or extinction, which, extinction is technically counter of creation. So, it's knowing that throughout our history, we could play the blame game and say this group of people burnt libraries and doctrines and tablets and replaced it with this, and they gave it to this group of people, or this group of people took something that was an idea or a theory and took it to the next level. Like the reason I say technically the world's flat is because things like spheres, triangles, and even squares technically don't exist. Like it's not saying the world is flat like a quarter, because technically flat doesn't exist either. It's all one direction, one dimension. It's all one thing. Most people, they separate God into a sex, and they say God is either male or female, when God is both. It's both the mother and the father. God is one entity that became two. And most people won't understand that. It's one entity in possession of both waters that crossed over or became one, or two waters twirling together to become one. In either way, you would take the sentence of once they become one, they become two. So that's why the relationship between male and female in this existence is so important. Your soul is androgynous, period. Like you have, even if you're a man, you're in possession of male and feminine energy, masculine and feminine energy. And even if you're a woman, you're in possession of masculine and feminine energy, mainly because you're technically the same being. Basically, we're literally the same being. Men are women and women are men, all driven from the same source. We're what it's like for God to separate himself into two individuals in what you would call an abundant amount of thoughts, and it's all just a thought, it's all just a theory. Like some people, like right now, the world is programmed to be spiritual. It's shamanistic beliefs within us. It's like a way of saying, in the events my physical life isn't what I want it to be, there will be perfection in my afterlife, or there will be torment if I don't live according to the laws of life, or the laws of the land, or laws of earth, or laws of the cosmos. The basic stuff that when you come into existence and we establish laws, thou shalt not kill, steal, different things like that, the levels of it, developing levels of respect, and even going even further to develop cultural laws. It's the saying, you won't just steal another man's wife voluntarily, but it happens all the time. Like, I could beg to differ. Somebody will steal your mate like it ain't nothing, and your mate will just walk off with them. That's like a lack of trust, or a lack of, it's some things you can't change. You can't, like, only growth and progress in, our everyday existence can bring on that change, and it has to be a wanted change. Like the whole world is brainwashed right now. Most of the world. You got a few individuals like me who slip through the cracks. You're just a weird individual. God got his hand on you. I mean, the creator, the father, got his hand on you. He's trying to show you that you're a teacher and you're a part of him, and you're supposed to be doing this. Some people will be like, yo, why you don't go to church? And because the church is open minded. Is this, like, I find more of my people out in the wilderness, people more willing to come to the creator through this, come through the father, and give thanks for the mother, the spirit, give thanks for everything that you have equivalated throughout our existence, the lifetimes that we've been blessed to actually learn something, and that the whole thing hasn't been completely torturous, because this could break a soul down to nothing if you let it. Like, obviously, obviously the creator has a plan that's so ineffable that heaven and hell can't even fuck with it. Like, the creation of any dominions under it, within it and under it, just can't compare to it. It's like saying, okay, if you're a new soul, then you've never been to heaven. Then you can't go home. You can only travel to a new place, a new destination. If you're a new soul, then you've never been to hell. Then you can't go back to hell. You can only travel there, is a new destination. But for right now, this is for old souls, or people who know for a fact that reincarnation is real. Like I said, believing in reincarnation and knowing about reincarnation are two different setups. Welcome to the wilderness. I'm going to be doing this like this for like a few Sundays. I just want to get that thought into people. They're always like, yo, bring up the books, or bring up your documents, bring up your proof. I'm the book, I'm the document, I'm the proof. You know, it's like having, the physical pages right in front of you. Like, I became what I am, and I am what I became. It's literally that. If I became Earth from being a androgynous soul, I became human. Meaning I became Earth, then I am Earth. I am human. I am one of the pages out of Earth's books, as far as the cosmos as well. I am one of God's books. It's lit like that. You wouldn't be able to wrap your head around that unless you open up your mind, your heart, and your soul. I just wanted to, because it was on my mind. I was just like, yo, people, like, I've heard so many people come at me about whether the originals, and they get into the origin because they're just now coming across the tablets and translated documents of different books, different history books from back in the day, and they're mixing it in with modern religion of Christianity and Islam and Muslim and Judaistic faith and Buddhist and different ones, and we're starting to uncover past pantheons of belief systems. Like, There's a whole nother subsurface of man yet to be discovered, a primitive man yet to be discovered, with a whole nother belief system that ties into a modern belief system of God, the creator, the father, the spirit, the representation of everything. It's like within the Sophia of Christ, how people will be like, yo, Mary became, pregnant. The spirit got her pregnant. And then Jesus would argue and say, since when was a woman able to get another woman pregnant? And it would hint to you about feminine the feminine energy behind the spirit, hinting that the spirit itself is a woman, or the energy of a woman. It's feminine energy. Masculine energy is the strength of us all. Now, look, it's an argument. People sit here and say man is stronger than women in physical physique. That like I'm gonna be real. I know some women that'll knock people out. I know it's a woman in this world that could have went toe to toe with Mike Tyson and would have probably knocked his ass out. I'm gonna be real. I promise you, it's a woman in this world that's just as strong as any man, and then it's a woman in this world that's just as smart as any man. And at the same time, there are men in this world that are just as capable of admitting maternal energy, admitting or presenting maternal energy. Because look, listen, you ever notice if you're a father and you're present, you're actually present. When you're present, you're present. You're both masculine and feminine with your child, because your child requires both energy. So the mom might not be there, and you find yourself shaking your little baby. Oh, it's okay, lady. It's okay, young lady. And you're not breastfeeding. Obviously, you got a bottle, and you're feeding your child. Oh, it's okay. Boo boo. You notice that's feminine energy, nigga. No matter how you play with it, that's feminine energy, bro. That's feminine energy. Like when you're making a choice of the disciplinary actions and even conversations between your kids, like you're giving off both masculine and feminine energy. You might not understand it, and most people might disagree with it. I don't really care. Like I said, I'm going off of things that I know, off of me living in lifetimes and seeing and observing, being a living observer each lifetime, observing, and then being able to observe the past and present day. Like when you go back and look, you ever just tapped in. My name is Josie Fuller. All right. Now, unknowingly, my grandpa started calling me Josie. My name is Josh for real. But my grandpa started calling me Josie when I was a kid, like way before I just even knew or noticed that he was calling me Josie my whole entire life. To where certain parts of my family, some people in my family call me Joe, Josie, JoJo. They drive off of that, and I'd be like, yeah, I do know my name, Josh, and Granddad might be crazy. Granddad not crazy. Granddad broke it down to me. He said, if you break down your name, Josie, in Latin it means Joshua, and it breaks down to the Hebrew all the way if you bust it back. And I'm like, and I went and did research, and I was like, yo, this nigga is wild. Like, what possessed him to know that? But that's not the point. The point is, I'm 38, by the way. A friend of mine pointed out something that I had already researched. I researched Josie Fuller. Come to find out, it's not an AI. There was an old, before there was really music was music, there was a guitarist named Josie Fuller that played the guitar. Like, this was like back in the, like, I guess, the 60s or the early 70s, maybe even the late 50s era. Like, it was around that time. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy that's me now. Like, that's literally me now. Like, I probably am. There's no probably to it. I'm more than likely Josie freaking Fuller from back then. I even have a guitar. I have an obsession with freaking musical instruments, by the way. Like, the main one that I pick out at any given time is the guitar. And for some reason, I naturally know how to play certain songs. Like, sometimes it's like, yo, you actually playing Green Day right off the bat. Like, what the freak is wrong with you? Or, yo, you got a melody in your head. That shit's sick. Like, it's like, down, 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 boom, 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 down, and I just end up playing the shit, and I'll be like, yo, how am I doing this without any teaching or anybody teaching me how to do this? I don't sit there and watch guitars. It's because you're having a past life experience. It's not like necessarily deja vu or something that happens in another timeline, which technically it's not a timeline, it's a past existence. Literally. It's not like you, yourself, you, this physical body, existed in the past. It never would work like that. But you, your soul, was in another body in the past, under another alias. And more than likely, you'd never remember the shit. That's how long passed. That's how much time would actually pass over on that side in the non-physical realms, the realms of pure manifestation and light, where everything starts to evolve beyond the third dimension and then devolve beyond the third dimension and catch itself up in a circle, a perpetual circle of infinity, where there's nothing but time to reflect on thoughts and creation and existence. And even in darkness there's light, and even inside of the light there's a piece of darkness. It's just always that, a piece of darkness that's massive. Once you get inside, it's microscopic. Did you know that you can't bust down an atom no further than an atom? Like, once you go in, that's it. It's basically, when you get down to beings like this, we are secrets of the universe, literally. We're jewels, because we're the observers who can take note, document. And as long as we not necessarily allow ourselves, but as long as the universe and ourselves are allotted survival, that means as long, we may actually be the reason the universe exists. That's what I'm getting into. What I'm telling you, like, we're the observers. And keep who's watching? You're in the fishbowl watching yourself, literally. There are other entities, other beings, other species of people out in the known universe that we know about. Some of them we can't see, some of them the government know about, but we as people is so frantic and so timid, we get scared at any damn thing. Back in the day, we used to get scared of bugs, used to get scared of cats, used to get scared of squirrels. What is it? Oh, it's jumping. It's a little creature is jumping. I don't know what to do, because it's dangerous. We come from a time where hunting and gathering, everything was dangerous. Like, everything, it's all danger. It's danger zone. It's a danger zone everywhere. Like, right now we're in safe space. Like, we've created our own utopia as people working together like ants. We've literally created our own utopia. It's people working together like ants. Now, as people working together like ants, we can either destroy our utopia or continue to build up on our utopia. It's all based on our knowledge and our way of accepting that knowledge. No one should ever give up God or give up the Creator or give up their beliefs in what their soul is doing, because we create realms. You'll literally create your next safe space that brings you out of this simulation and into another treatment of life or treatment of existence, because it's all paths. Once we existed, there was no going back. You can't unexist. I mean, I know they got this term called unalive, but the fact that, you might can take a person out of their body, but you can't. You never can take the person out of the person. Sorry. That soul is just there. That soul is eternal. Now, where it goes when it comes to this cycle, the only way we create more realms is by leaving this planet and housing or colonizing more of our solar system. Like, so it would be, in a sense, is we would expand our realms of existence. And all likely, we would probably choose to come back home like turtles migrating to their final resting ground. Is in saying, yeah, I lived the entire lifetime on Mars. I think I want to return to Earth and be buried there, type shit. Being alive is both bright and dark times. It's lit times and dark times. You gotta acknowledge the concept, or accept the fact that we all have to go through this. This is gonna pass, no matter how great you are or how low you are. It's all gonna pass by. And just like that, I watched my child grow up. As far as I'm concerned, yesterday she just came home from the NICU. Today the little chick is 16 years old, going on 17. Yesterday, I was at my grandma's house messing with a jar of bees while she was cussing me out, talking about don't bring bumblebees in the house. Today, I just got off work. It's been heavy. I'm 38 years old. You ever stop to ask yourself, how did you get this far? And what happened yesterday to put you here today? How long does it actually take you to get to tomorrow? The real answer to that question is almost a lifetime, because tomorrow isn't necessarily promised. So I say almost a lifetime because if you make it to tomorrow, you don't realize you just took a lifetime to make it through tomorrow, of time or a length in your life to make it, and you actually woke up. You made it to the next day. It's been the last day or the last days going on forever. Remember that. Keep yourself woke. Y'all stay connected. Understand yourselves. Positive energy. And if you watch this the full way through, and just because you watched it, it don't matter if you like it or not, you believe it or not, I'm here to tell you, your blessing is coming. Your blessing is already on you. You a multi-millionaire. You already got that house. You already driving that car. You already the one. That promotion you was looking for, it's already yours. All your blessings, your abundance is coming to you. Even if you don't believe it, you're going through some hard stuff in life, I promise you that they'll open it and you're going to overcome it. You ask me how I know. Because the Most High told me so. God told me that everything is going to work out for you. You just got to know it is over just believing in it. You have to know it is. You pray, you keep working, and you know that it's all going to work out. Y'all stay up.